Hey, welcome back to All About Skincare. Today we're going to talk about something that a lot of people deal with but very few people actually talk about openly. And I think that needs to change. We're going to talk about bromhidrosis, which is the medical name for persistent, strong body odor. And before you click away thinking, that's not me, I want you to stay. Because this episode is for anyone who has ever wondered why their deodorant doesn't seem to be enough. Why certain areas of their body seem to have a stronger smell than others. Or why no matter how much they shower, the odor keeps coming back. We are going to break all of that down today. What bromhidrosis actually is, where it comes from, how it can be approached, and which cosmetic actives have real, evidence-based results in managing it. Let's go. So, bromhidrosis. The word comes from the Greek bromos, meaning stench, and hydros, meaning sweat. It's a chronic condition characterized by an unpleasant body odor that goes beyond what's considered normal perspiration smell. And here's the thing. It's actually not the sweat itself that smells. Sweat, when it first comes out of the glands, is largely odorless. The smell comes from what happens after. When sweat sits on the skin, the bacteria that naturally live on our skin's surface start breaking it down, and that bacterial activity is what produces those volatile compounds responsible for the odor. So bromhidrosis is really a story of sweat plus bacteria plus time. Now, there are two main types of bromhidrosis, and understanding which type you're dealing with makes a big difference in how you approach it. The first is apocrine bromhidrosis, which is by far the most common. Apocrine glands are found mainly in the armpits, groin, and around the nipples, and they produce a thicker, protein-rich secretion. Bacteria absolutely love this. They feed on those proteins and fatty acids and produce compounds like thioalcohols and short-chain fatty acids, which are the main culprits behind that characteristically pungent armpit smell. The second type is eccrine bromhidrosis, which is less common and involves the eccrine glands, the ones responsible for general sweating all over the body. This type tends to be triggered by certain foods like garlic, onion, or curry, by alcohol, or by some medications that get excreted through sweat and then get broken down on the skin surface. Bromhidrosis affects people across all ages and backgrounds, but it tends to become more noticeable after puberty when the apocrine glands become fully active. Hormonal fluctuations, like those in pregnancy, menopause, or certain endocrine conditions, can intensify it. Diet plays a real role too, and so does stress, since emotional sweating activates apocrine glands particularly strongly. Even genetic factors come into play. Certain people naturally have a higher density of apocrine glands or a skin microbiome composition that favors the bacteria most responsible for odor production. And that's important to understand. This is not a hygiene failure. Many people with bromhidrosis shower regularly, use deodorant religiously, and still struggle. The issue is biological, not behavioral. When it comes to managing bromhidrosis, the approach has to work on multiple fronts at the same time. You can't just address one piece of the puzzle and expect full results. The three pillars of management are controlling bacterial proliferation on the skin, managing the sweat output itself, and maintaining the skin's microbiome balance so we don't create new problems while solving old ones. On the cosmetic and topical side, which is what we focus on in this channel, there are several effective strategies. Regular and proper cleansing is the foundation, particularly using products with antibacterial or microbiome balancing properties, since we want to reduce the bacteria responsible for odor without stripping the entire skin barrier. From there, targeted actives take the lead, And this is where it gets really interesting, because modern cosmetic formulation has given us some genuinely effective tools that go far beyond the classic aluminum-based antiperspirant. Let's talk ingredients. One of the most well-established actives for bromhidrosis management is zinc ricinoleate, a compound derived from castor oil. What makes it so interesting is its mechanism. Instead of just masking odor or killing all bacteria indiscriminately, zinc ricinoleate works by trapping and absorbing odor molecules directly, neutralizing them before they're perceived. It's gentle, it doesn't disrupt the skin's microbiome significantly, and it's well tolerated even on sensitive skin. You'll find it in some of the more sophisticated natural deodorant formulations. Another powerful group of actives are the antimicrobial peptides and compounds like, for example, ethylhexylglycerin and caprylyl glycol. These work by inhibiting bacterial growth specifically in the areas where odor-producing bacteria thrive without completely eradicating the beneficial microbiome. Similarly, zinc gluconate and zinc PCA have shown solid results. Zinc has been used in dermatology for decades for its antimicrobial and sebum-regulating properties. And in the context of bromhidrosis, it helps reduce the activity of the bacteria that break down apocrine secretions. Then there's mandelic acid, an alpha-hydroxy acid that's getting more attention in the armpit and body skincare space. It has both exfoliating and antibacterial properties, which is a great combination here. It helps remove the dead skin cells and residue that bacteria feed on, while simultaneously reducing bacterial load. It's gentler than glycolic acid, making it more suitable for the sensitive skin of the underarm area. And speaking of the underarm, niacinamide, good old vitamin B3, has also shown benefits in this context by helping regulate sebaceous and apocrine gland activity over time, which translates to less substrate for bacteria to work with. Lastly, we can't skip probiotics and postbiotics in topical form. This is one of the more exciting frontiers in body skincare right now. The idea that instead of just killing bacteria, we can shift the composition of the skin's microbiome towards species that don't produce odor compounds. Products containing lactobacillus ferment extracts or postbiotic ingredients are starting to appear in clinical-grade deodorant formulations with promising early data. So there you have it. Bromhidrosis is not just strong body odor. It's a real, physiological condition with specific causes and a growing range of cosmetic and dermatological tools to manage it effectively. And the good news is that with the right knowledge and the right actives, most people can find significant relief without needing to go straight to medical procedures. If this video was useful to you, please give it a like and share it. This kind of topic doesn't come up enough, and someone in your life might really need this information. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now and hit that notification bell so you're always the first to know when a new video drops. Every episode here is designed to give you real, actionable knowledge about your skin. No fluff, no fear, just science you can actually use. I'll see you in the next one.